that separates a person from $500,000 is 21 questions, and their ability to answer each one of these questions with the truth, the whole truth.
Former football star Ty Cat answered some tough questions on his way to winning $25,000.
Since you've been married, have you used the internet to flirt with other women?
No. As a football player, did you ever sneak a peek at another player's privates while taking a shower?
Yes. As a personal trainer, have you touched a female client more than was required of you?
But with one line, he lost everything. No.
That answer is false.
And then, America fell in love with marketing manager George Cortazar as he survived his first 7 questions.
Have you ever gone through a coworker's private belongings without their knowledge?
Yes.
Have you ever had a sexual fantasy while attending mass?
Yes.
Do you consider yourself to be better looking than most men your age?
My answer is yes.
Are you currently a member of the Hair Club for Men?
Yes.
His first few questions were embarrassing, but then things got personal.
Have you ever considered you might be addicted to gambling?
Definitely yes.
Do you have a bank account your girlfriend doesn't know about?
No.
But whatever the question, George wouldn't back down.
Have you ever padded your underwear to look more well endowed?
The answer is yes.
Tonight, things get even worse for George.
Are you in love with your girlfriend Lily? Have you ever stolen money from a job and let someone else take the blame?
And a shocking question from his son threatens to tear George's family apart.
Have you ever gambled away one of your children's college funds?
Can he take 14 more questions? Or will one lie stop him cold?
No. Please help me welcome back George Cortazar. George, I can say this, if you are as truthful as you are energetic, you should be just fine. Feeling good?
Feeling great.
Let's get started. There are 6 levels of questions, George. The further you go, the harder the questions get, the more money there is for you to win. You can quit at any time. But once you hear a question, you have to answer that question. And if you're caught lying even once, yep, game is over, you lose everything.
All right.
You understand this?
I understand that.
All right, very good. George, you're not only here telling the truth in front of all of America, you're also telling it in front of your family and friends. Let's see who's come here tonight to hear George tell the truth.
Hi, my name is Lily. I'm George's girlfriend.
My name is Pedro. I'm Lily's uncle. I'm Mike. I'm George's boss.
So remember, if you ever hear a question that you really don't want him to answer for whatever those reasons, quickly lean forward, hit this button. If you do that, I'll stop the question. I won't let him answer. We will replace that question with another question. You can only use that button once, though, and you have no control over what the replacement question will be. Are you ready for this? In that case, let's begin. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. You've got 7 truthful, 4 more, $25,000. Remember, with every question, you're risking the $10,000 you have. As soon as the question starts to be asked, that's when the risk begins. Okay? Would you say that you go the extra mile for friends?
There's no question about it. Too much sometimes. Sometimes gets me in trouble.
Question 8. Have you ever helped someone smuggle something into the country? Just want to remind you, you don't have to stick with your original polygraph answer.
Yes, I did.
That answer is true.
8 truthful answers. 3 more, $25,000. When was this?
Yeah, it was back. It was in Miami, and not something I'm proud of.
No.
Not something I'm proud of. Certainly happened.
Did it involve drugs?
I think it must have been drugs, but I honestly wasn't sure.
You
what
knew
it
enough not to ask what it was.
I knew enough not to ask what it was.
We have really just begun in the questioning, and we're revealing some very sensitive things.
I
So
know.
I want to caution you.
That's sick. Yeah.
You still have to answer 3 more personal questions to get to the next level. If you make a mistake between now and 11, you lose $10,000. What do you want to do?
I definitely want to keep going.
Okay. Well, George, half the battle is winning the money. The other half is getting out of here with it. We'll see if you can do that right after this. We'll be right back.
Coming up later tonight, this pageant queen could ruin her chances of ever becoming Miss America.
Do you plan on being a virgin on your wedding night? Have you ever taken a nude picture of yourself? Have you ever forced yourself to throw up after eating to avoid gaining weight?
All this and much more when the moment of truth continues. The moment of truth continues.
Welcome back to the Moment of Truth. We are here with George Cortazar. What a great smile, great energy. Seems to be a great guy. You're doing great so far.
I'm feeling great.
How did you and Lily meet?
We met at the racetrack at the horse. I was gambling.
Wow.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
And he was working in the VIP room and serving drinks and stuff, and I thought she looked beautiful. And I really wanted to date her. It was like, wow, I gotta get that girl's number, and I got it.
Question 9. Are you in love with your girlfriend, Lily?
Definitely yes.
That answer is true.
That's your 9th truthful answer. Lily, you happy to hear that?
Yes.
How do you feel about him?
He's the love of my life.
Before I met Lily, I was married to her. We were together for 18 years.
Mine.
My wife actually left me for someone else. And I really believed at that time that she was the love of my life. And I really did not think there's no way that I was going to meet somebody else to love. The man, I just can't tell you how happy I am because truly, much better. She is definitely the love of my life.
Question 10. Have you ever lied to Lily about how much money you've lost gambling? These questions aren't easy, are they?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes. Question 10. Have you ever lied to Lily about how much money you've lost gambling?
Yes.
That answer is true.
I try to keep it to a minimum, but sometimes I even lie to myself about how much money I lose. It's one of those things, it's part of the gambling disease. Yeah.
You mentioned you've been married for a long time. I think you mentioned you had kids as well.
Yes, 3 beautiful kids.
You ready for question 11?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm not going to ask you question 11. That question will be asked by a surprise guest. Your son, Alex, flew in all the way from Miami to ask this question. You want some money today?
Anyway,
All right, you better tell the truth.
I know why he's here too.
You do?
There's only one question that's been bothering him for the last 5 years. It has to be that question. It has to be.
Well, you ready to face it?
I'm ready.
Question 11.
Have you ever gambled away one of your children's college funds?
I don't know what this lie detector is going to do, but I absolutely have never gambled away an account.
That answer is true.
What are you feeling right now?
Just, you know, one of the best things for me to get on this show was that question. I mean, that question's been haunting my son for the last 5 years because he knows I'm a gambler. You know, there's times where he's asked his mother for money and he's like, Dad, gambled away an account that was left for you. I'm so happy that I cleared that up. I love you.
Oh, by the way, you won $25,000. Okay, that was fun for me. You have $25,000.
Wow.
And this really hits home given that how much gambling is, I'm gonna just be straight with you, it's an issue. The one thing I will say about you in the short time that I've known you is you're an honest guy.
I've often felt my life's an open book, pretty much honest with people about the way I feel and things I've done.
I see that. Listen, George, you need to answer 4 more questions truthfully to get to $100,000. I know the gambler in you is gonna say, I can do this, let's do it, let it ride. On the other hand, is this the time it's time to walk away from the table? What do you want to do?
If I were to go to the 100,000, lose, and go home with 0, that last question, I feel like such a winner, like a huge winner.
That's a good point.
So,
Good point.
we're going for the 100,000.
Okay. Somehow, George, that doesn't surprise me. Let's see how he does. Was the gamble worth it? We'll find out right after this. Truth. I'm here with George Ortizar. We've learned a lot about George. The one thing is he's a truthful man. You have earned $25,000. You've answered all 11 questions I've asked you. That's more than halfway to $500,000. Okay, you said you want to go for $100,000. I jokingly, but not so jokingly, said I'm not surprised that you would roll the dice on that. Are you one of those people who, if you got money, like big money, you'd spend it?
I'd spend a lot of it, yeah.
Yeah?
Spend a lot of it.
Question 12. Do you think your best friend could trust you with his life savings?
My answer is no.
That answer is true.
That's 12.
So,
You know you're an imperfect man, but you know who you are.
I wouldn't trust me with your life savings.
You haven't lost a thing yet.
I haven't lost a thing.
You have $25,000.
I feel great.
Should we go with another question?
I'm as nervous as I've been since I've been sitting here. But I'm definitely going for it.
Lily says go for it.
He says go for it.
Even when we're talking about very sensitive, very revealing things, you seem upbeat and friendly. Are you friendly and like this with everybody?
I'm pretty friendly, man. I'm actually very, very, very friendly.
Question 13. Have you ever made a pass at one of Lily's friends? Remember I said the button was in play?
I want to know.
Yeah.
That answer is true.
We've done it again. 13 truthful answers.
It was early on in our relationship, and you know, these things happen.
Lily know about this? Or we're finding out now?
No, I don't think she knew about that.
Now what are we going to do? They're getting...
You mean it gets worse?
That's one thing I can promise. Oh, you play poker, right?
I play poker every
You
day.
know what they say, the key to a good poker player is laying down the good hand,
Down a good hand.
right? Is it time to lay down the card?
What do you think he's gonna? You know he's gonna do it.
You're going for another round.
Change your way.
You know, knee deep in it, man. Just go there. Just go.
You think you're lucky to have Lily in your life?
Absolutely ridiculously lucky.
Question 14. Would you break up with Lily if your ex-wife wanted to get back together with you? The button's there.
Don't touch the button.
We'll get rid of this question, put
worry
another
about
one in.
Good.
No.
That answer is true.
14 truthful answers. I was worried about that.
Early on in our relationship, I would have gone back with her. I honestly believe that. And the last like 3 years, just this is the woman that I want. When I go to heaven, I want her. I want to be waiting for her.
That was smooth. That was smooth.
14 truthful answers. One more question.
One more question.
$100,000.
Oh, my heart's beating so fast, man.
Yeah. You stop now with $25,000 if you want. It's the last time I'm going to ask you.
I don't want to stop.
Button's there. This is your $100,000 moment of truth. Question 15. Have you ever stolen money from a job and let someone else take the blame?
My answer is yes.
That answer is true.
Can I explain that answer?
Yeah.
As a kid who worked in the snack bar, I sell a hot dog,
Yeah.
you know, $1 $1, whatever it was, and then I was like, I didn't ring it up, and I'd keep $1. And this went on for like 3 or 4 weeks. The boss called all of the employees that worked the snack bar in a line. He lines it all up, and he goes, one of you has been charging people for hot dogs and keeping the money and not putting it in the register. I was like, oh. And it was Charlie! Like, what? That kind of cured me from stealing outside. I was like, you never know who's watching.
I have a feeling we could be here all night and hear more stories. What does it feel like to you when you lay a bet down on a sure thing and the sure thing doesn't come in?
It's happened to me time and time again.
That's why I asked the question, George.
And I feel stupid.
Now, at $25,000, you gave me the justification that just hearing the vindication of the question about the college fund was worth it. If you lost it, that was worth it. $100,000 is a lot of money.
A lot of money.
There's no shame in walking out with $100,000. How far are you going to go? We'll have to wait and find out right after this. Moment of truth. I'm here with George Ortizar. We've learned a lot about George. The one thing is he's a truthful man. You've answered 15 truthfully. I'm really thrilled that you survived $100,000. But you only have to go through 3 more questions to get to $200,000.
Oh my God.
My loving father, I adore you with every ounce of my heart, unconditionally. You could be a degenerate gambler for the rest of your life, but if you take these $100,000, you're gonna be a moron for the rest of your life. Because if you don't take these $100,000, I still love you to death. I'm gonna lose a little bit of respect because then the gambling got the best of you because you're gambling again. We're not gambling anymore. This family is not gambling anymore, and that's it. And we're going home.
Not gambling anymore. Money in my life.
You have gambled away so much
Gambled
money.
away a lot of money in my life.
Yes.
It's a lot of money.
Yes, it is.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. What are you going to do?
I'm going to take the money.
George, stand up. Your decision to take the money. Normally I say to people, there's no shame in taking the money. In your position, given what you've shared, this is a huge victory for you. Enjoy it. Congratulations. Enjoy it. And right on up. Come on down, guys. Come on. This is like George, you double it tomorrow. So thrilled that George, for once in his life, listened to his son, is $100,000 richer. We're ready for a new participant. Let's meet them.